Poso Genevieve, Nakato Manowich Kikitim. Hello Genevieve, I'm going to speak. Dreaming has always been a sacred act for me. I broke the news to the family that you were on your way in December. Relief overcame me to see your grandma and grandpa happy, and your Uncle Ben reflective. Your Uncle Ben informed us that you will come into this world a baby girl. Your grandma cried with joy, and I sat shocked. He went on to tell us his flashback he had when I broke the news. A dream long ago, when your Uncle Ben was just a little boy. In the dream, he was a man, and a young girl sat next to him on the train with an unknown destination. You could walk and talk. I was the man in the dream. As for me, your Uncle Ben told us that I have so much love for you. Your mother had a dream you would be a girl. You both were walking down an empty canal. You carried a feather in one hand and your mother's gentle hand in the other. You pointed the feather up to the sky. I knew, after both of these dreams, you were a girl. It is fate. You came into our world as a girl, for now I become a father that has a past advocating an end to violence against women and girls. A cause that sent me to South Africa, where a piece of my soul healed from interacting with our African brothers and sisters. This cause I carry even closer to my heart now, knowing you need protection from this world. The world you inherit is nothing to be happy or proud about. We continue to pollute the atmosphere, our waterways, the animals, even ourselves. These pollution tools come in the form of combustion vehicles, smokestacks, drain pipes, nuclear power plants, pharmaceuticals, and even genetically modified organisms. This world is neither fair nor balanced. I've seen the darkness that clouds over our people. I've seen the brutality of an American-made conquest spread throughout the world as I remember the stories of our African brothers and sisters. This conquest began during your ancestors' time and evolved over generations until now. The effects of historical trauma brought your own father to take his life. Few in our world understand that words can send people off the cliff. Words that can harm, words that shake the bones of a human being right to the core of the soul. No one will ever understand this except for you. It was you that magically appeared shortly after my tango with death, and it is you who keeps me alive. Though I never prayed for you to come so quickly, I understand you came because you needed to keep me grounded in this God-forsaken world that I wish so dearly to leave. The world where we will walk together, shaping a new world with every step we take. No one said life is easy, though now I know it is bearable with you and your mother at my side. As I reflect back on my life's work and urge to find the power of feminine energy to balance me, brought me here to New Mexico. Dreams I had working in Washington, D.C. encompass an uprising along the border, and an unknown woman pulled me away from my government desk. From the halls of Congress, where I wore a suit and toiled in the inner workings of politics, only to find working in the system changed me for the worse. To being in the streets of our nation's capital with my youthful generation demanding change for everyone. I remember clear as day the moment I witnessed the power of the people. I stood shoulder to shoulder as your grandma and grandpa did during the occupation of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the height of the American Indian movement during the 1970s. Their spirits were with me when I led a generation of young people to pass the only national climate change legislation in one hall of Congress, only to find a roadblock built by the environmental community. They pulled back and set the course for your generation to feel the full force of climate change. I knew that day there would never be change spearheaded by an industry that relies on donations and government funding. This industry is the nonprofit sector. Though I remain blinded by this moment of clarity because I still held out hope. Hope for the races of humanity to come together and make a stand. Race. That is an interesting concept to fathom. My wish for you is to never be a walker of two worlds as I am. My skin is light, a remembrance of your Scottish, Irish, and French lineage, while my heart and soul breathes indigenous. I seem to be caught between two sides of the coin, never to be truly accepted by either. My life continues to feel discrimination because my hair is thin and not black. I hope the dreams are true and you come out with thick black hair and brown skin, for I rather you be accepted among your indigenous lineage than to be an outcast as I have been between the two. Still, I will love you regardless. Despite everything I have covered about our world, I know you will be a force to be reckoned with. You come from a long line of radicals and change makers. It will be your generation that carries the movement forward. It will be your generation that brings an end to the blood quantum and frees a land for all to enjoy. It will be your generation that brings light to extinguish the dark hovering over our world. It will be your generation that does away with money, ushering in a system powered on unity and cooperation. For your name means woman of the race, Genevieve. You are the leader our world so desperately needs. I will be there at your side to guide, mentor, and protect you as we move forward, capturing the future world so many fought and died for. Genevieve, my love, that is all.